Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and hope you all are doing great. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make this delicious chicken Alfredo. Let's get started. So these are the list of ingredients for this recipe, which I'll also be listing out as well in the description box for you. So be sure to check it out. For this recipe, we need some Tagliatelle pasta. And I'm using some boneless and skinless chicken thighs, which I've already gone ahead to cut into little bite sizes, but chicken breast works as well. And in here, I've got some cooking cream, which you can also substitute for some whole milk and cornstarch. All you need to do is just to mix your whole milk with a tablespoon of cornstarch, and the cornstarch, also known as corn flour, will serve as your thickener for the sauce. I'll also be using some mushrooms because I love mushrooms and I also love them in my chicken Alfredo. But if you don't, please leave it out entirely. It is totally optional. In here, I've got some Parmesan cheese, and this right here will add some creaminess and cheesy taste to this chicken Alfredo. Next with me here is some crushed chili, and I also have some paprika powder, white pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and ginger powder. I'll be using all this to season the chicken. In here is some fresh, finely chopped parsley for garnish. You can also use dried parsley. And we have some chicken seasoning and salt to taste, some minced garlic, and lastly, some finely chopped onions. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to season the chicken with the spices I listed earlier. And like I said, I've got here some paprika powder, white pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and ginger powder. And I'll also add in some chicken seasoning and salt to taste as well. Once I have everything in, I'm going to go ahead and mix this very well till all the chicken pieces is well coated with the spices. So once this step is completed, I'll cover with a clean wrap and allow to marinate on my kitchen counter for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Alright, lovely people, so welcome back. In here, I've got some hot water boiling, which I'm going to be using to cook the pasta. So in goes the pasta. And I'm also going to be adding some salt to taste and a bit of olive oil as well, just to prevent the pasta from sticking after cooking. And then we're going to cook the pasta till al dente. Or you can also follow the package instruction, but please do not overcook your pasta, okay? Alright, lovely, so what I'm doing here is just trying to separate the pasta a bit before allowing them to cook, and please make sure you do this with care so you don't end up breaking up the whole pasta, okay? And usually when I make my pasta, I don't cover the pot because I don't want the water to bubble or to boil over. Please be sure not to overcook your pasta. Like I said earlier, make sure it still have a bit of texture to it after cooking, okay? At this stage, my pasta is nice and ready. I'm going to go over to the sink and drain off the water. You can save some of the pasta water for later use, but because I have enough cream, I'm just going to skip that step. And this is after 30 minutes of marinating our chicken. I'm going to go ahead and take off the wrap. So now in a heated up pan or pot, drizzle in some oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil, but you may use any oil of your choice. And once that step is completed, you're going to go ahead and transfer the marinated chicken inside the pot or pan. I'm using a very wide pot, as you can see here. If your pot or pan is smaller than mine, then you want to do this in 2 batches, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and transfer all the chicken pieces inside my pot, and then we are going to allow this to sear on a high heat for about 5 or 7 minutes on both sides, or until they are fully cooked. So once you think they have reached that time, go ahead and flip all the chicken pieces and allow the other side to sear or cook as well. And be sure your chicken is fully cooked before taking them out of the pan. At this stage, my chicken is nice and ready, so I'll take them out from the pot and set them aside for use later. So once you're done taking out the chicken, you can drizzle a bit more of oil in your pot if you have less, but mine is just perfect. So I've just added in my finely chopped onion and I'll go ahead and saute that for about a minute or two. At this stage, I'll add in the mushroom and saute for about 5 minutes or until it is translucent. So now is the perfect time to add in our minced garlic because you don't want it to get burnt. And we're going to allow this now to saute for just 20 or 30 seconds or until it is fragrant. So now I'm adding the cooking cream, and like I said earlier, you can also use whole milk and cornstarch. All you need to do is to scoop about a tablespoon of cornstarch, also known as corn flour, into your whole milk. Give it a good stir and then pour it right into your pot, okay? And if you have also taken out some of the water from cooking the pasta, this is the right time to add it in as well. So now goes in the Parmesan cheese. And I'll also be adding some white pepper. You can use black pepper if that's what you have or that's what you prefer. I'm also adding some crushed chili, totally optional, and a bit of salt and chicken seasoning to taste. So another thing you can add in here is a bit of chicken stock if you have some, but if you don't have chicken stock, you can add some of the water from cooking the pasta like I said earlier, or if you have enough cream just as I do, then you are good to go. So give it a good stir and allow to simmer on a low heat for about 3 or 5 minutes. At this stage, the sauce is ready to accept the pasta, so go ahead and pour that in and give it a good stir, making sure the pasta is well coated with the sauce. And then we're going to go ahead and pour in the chicken, give it another good stir and allow to simmer on a low heat for just a minute or two, and we will be ready to eat. So now I'm adding the chicken, and oh my goodness, just take a look at that color. Like, I'm so hungry right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good stir. Once I'm done stirring, I'm going to allow this to simmer on a low heat for about just a minute or two, like I said, and we will be ready to eat. And this is the final outcome. I'm going to go ahead now and garnish with some fresh parsley. Like I said earlier, you can also use dried parsley. And And there you have it, family, our chicken Alfredo recipe. And I do hope you give this recipe a try. It was so delicious. If you like this video, please go ahead and click the like button. And if you are new to my channel, you like what you see, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red subscribe button and turn on your notification post so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, feel free to share this video with your family and friends. Until I see you next time with something delicious. Bye for now.